Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about a serpentine series that I do with horses. And I use this for a variety of reasons. You can use it for a horse that doesn't have enough forward. You can use it for a horse that doesn't understand the bit mechanics. You can use it for a young horse to learn direction. But the whole idea behind it is we're training these animals to have a conditioned response. So I'm going to repeat it over and over and over. And there's several different phases to this this exercise, but it's a lot of work and it takes a while to do. But your very first thing you're going to do is just moving the hip at a trot. So what you're going to do is you're going to send the horse straight up forward. There's not really a perfect direction, and then you're just going to I'm going to just move him over just a touch. You're going to slide your hand down the rein from a sitting position. You're going to take it and you're going to pull it to your hip, and you're going to apply some same leg pressure back towards the hip to kind of push the hip around. When the hip kind of comes around, then you're just going to release, bring your hand back to center, and then trot him out and switch directions. So basically, what it looks like is you're going to have a nice loose rein. You're going to slide your hand down the rein. You're going to pull it around to your hip. You're going to ask him to move his hip. And then you're going to slide it back. And I'm not as worried about the head here because the head comes. But I'm going to do it at a trot. I'm just worried. That's all I'm doing. And I'm going to repeat that for, depending on the horse, 20 to 45 minutes for 5 days in a row. So I'll just show you a little bit what it looks like. Some key points to remember are that you get that full actual change, where they actually step that hip around. And like I said, his head's coming around pretty good. But that breaking free in the neck doesn't happen right away. It happens, you know, later on. Sometimes it's the first ride, sometimes it's the second or third. But they don't always break right up here and just kind of bend around right away. So don't focus on that, just focus on what you're doing. Put your headphones in, whatever, play some music, and just go ahead and just do that serpentine series back and forth. So then the next part that we're going to do is we're going to add in getting him to give that chin laterally, because a lot of people want to get this chin, you know, right up front here, and they just start with two reins. And a horse actually is going to pull more that way. So what I like to do is I like to add in the double rein kind of collection, kind of give, break at the pull thing, using this exercise. And I do it more of a lateral position, so at a trot, after I've done my other ones, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring my hand down the rein. I'm going to bring that hip around a little. I'm just going to get that head because now it's willingly coming. And then I'm going to add this outside rein. I'm going to drive with my feet till he gives that chin. Then I'm going to finish it with moving that hip out. Same thing, let him travel out straight. Pick up that rein, his head immediately comes, and then I get the opportunity to pick up both reins, take that wide V, squeeze with my legs, just drive him in till I get a little bit of that chin, release, finish with that hip. Good, so it'll look a little bit. Okay, so then I always follow it up with the hip because you don't want to end up with that horse that just kind of tucks its chin and hides. So then the next part, after you've done the five days or of the 20 to 45 minutes, depending on your horse, then you're going to go into that chin one. You're going to get that. That'll come pretty quick because, like I said, after you've repeated it, the moment you pick up that rein, when you're in motion, that head comes around. So the horse automatically just gives you that, and then you get the opportunity to drive them in with your legs to get that chin. Okay. And every horse has a stiffer side. And this is this horse's stiffer side. Okay, so the next part is we're going to actually get some real deep softness here. And you will not be able to get this if you haven't done the previous work. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing. You're going to send them out. You're going to pick up that rein. You're going to get that chin with that triangle. You're going to add that inside leg, and you're going to essentially pull that horse up and out in combination with your inside leg. This really breaks this part of this horse free, and gets them real, like, moving that rib cage around, but it's not always the easiest. Now, it's essential, once again, that you finish with moving that hip the same direction away, because otherwise you will definitely end up with the runaway shoulder where you pick up this rein and the horse just shoots that way. So always finish with that hip. So I'm going to do it at a walk first. Loose rein, pick up that rein, get that chin, and then pull him out. Dig your heel in, finish with that hip. Loose rein, rein up, chin, draw him out. And I'm not pulling his head any deeper. When he softens his body, his head will come deep. Now, just a note, I'm going to release when his chin comes in and he moves out without bouncing his head around. So I'm going to let him kind of find that happy spot, even if he's a little big and uncoordinated at times, like this horse. It's really important that you just wait them out in this drill. You don't want to get hard, you just kind of want to trap them. Full pressure on. Wait him out till he takes that step. And then finish. So that's just the basic breakdown of the little Serpentine series that I do with a lot of the horses that come in here. And like I said, there's a variety of things you can use it with, but it pretty much goes on every horse that I ride. Some of them have some physical issues, so you can't do it as long, so you got to make adjustments. But it's once again, it's that condition response. And I believe that a horse can listen in any bit if you'll take the time and teach them what bit pressure means. So that kind of can help you throw out the what bit should I use deal. I mean, yes, there's horses that like bits better than others, but really, truly, at the end of the day, if they respond or if they understand what pressure and what the cue you're giving them says, then they'll respond whether you have a halter on their head or a correctional bit in their mouth, because you've taken the time to repeat it over and over and over so they actually understand. So